Why is it so hard for me to stay in the present? There is a kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from work or circumstances, but from rarely being truly present where you are. Your body is here, but your mind keeps drifting elsewhere, back to things that already happened, or rushing ahead to things that haven't yet arrived. You live through each day, but it feels like you're only skimming the surface of life, never quite touching it. I see this a lot in grown adults across Asia, coming home late from work, crowded roads, a tired body, yet the mind is already thinking about tomorrow. You arrive home, the meal is ready, you sit down, you eat, you hear your family talking, but inside, you're somewhere else. Sometimes it's an unresolved worry. Sometimes it's a small mistake from the morning. Sometimes it's just the feeling that you still need to try a little harder. At night, lying still in bed, everything is quiet, but the mind refuses to stay. It keeps circling, remembering, then worrying ahead. We get used to living this way very early on, used to thinking ahead to stay safe, used to worrying in advance to avoid mistakes, used to mentally preparing for what might happen. From a very everyday Buddhist perspective, the mind's difficulty staying in the present isn't because you don't know how to be mindful. It's because you've been used to being on guard for too long. Guarded against other people's eyes, guarded against your own flaws, guarded so you won't be judged as inadequate, slow, or not good enough. Underneath that absence is often a very subtle fear. Fear that if you stay still, all the stored up exhaustion will rise to the surface. Fear that if you stop thinking and worrying, you'll miss something important. Fear that if you're just here, you'll clearly see the emptiness inside. So the mind chooses to go elsewhere. In the past, there are regrets to hold on to. In the future, there are things to worry about. But the present feels too quiet, too real, too hard to face. In very simple Buddhist language, the present moment isn't a special state you have to achieve. It's just this moment, where you don't need to become anyone else. But when you've grown used to living to meet expectations, to carry responsibilities, to play your role well, staying with yourself can start to feel unfamiliar. Not because you don't deserve peace, but because you've been used to leaving yourself behind for too long. I don't want to tell you to force your mind back to the present. I'm not here to say you need to practice correctly. Just, if you're listening right now, allow yourself to stay a little longer. With this breath, with this tiredness, no fixing, no avoiding, no need to understand everything. Before we end, I want to ask you one gentle question. Lately, what has made it hardest for you to stay in the present in your own life? Namo Shakyamuni Buddha.